All right, so we're gonna get the pit going here to smoke those meatballs. We did a really quick cook last night, so we have uh, plenty of briquettes left over. We're just gonna kind of shake the ashes off. That's gonna be plenty of briquettes for our cook. Just combine them into one basket, and we'll get them lit up here. All right, we're gonna get it over the flame start here on the performer. We'll get these lit up. There we go. Let that flame for a little bit, and then we'll get it ready to go. Getting our ground pork in. I really love about a 50-50 blend of ground pork and ground beef. Just makes a nice hearty meatball. So we're going to get that in the bowl. Okay. All right. And now we're going to get our ground beef on. This is just a regular 80-20 blend ground beef, 1 pound package. Going to be perfect for these meatballs. We're going to get them in there. And then the next step is to get it all mixed up. That's the fun part. All right. All right, so now it's time to get in there and get this all mixed up with our breadcrumbs and our eggs and our herbs and seasonings and salt and everything. All right, time to get in there.
Hey,
Whoa,
hey,
what? Whoa,
hey,
what?
didn't you read the email?
Wait, what email?
The email with all the plans for this video in it that said that I'm doing the
I
mixing?
don't read email.
You should.
Wait a minute.
Do you have a phone?
No, I don't read email. What are you talking about? All right, so you want to do this?
Yeah.
All right, it's about time you started doing something around here.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get after it.
Okay. Well, let's start.
Yeah, there you go. I know. You got to get it all mixed up. Might take a while.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to come back after David gets this meat all mixed up and they're ready to turn into meatballs. Could be a while at this rate.
Okay. Now it's time to roll the meatballs into a little tiny ball. Not tiny, but
About like that.
about.
I'd say those are about 2-ounce meatballs. Main thing here is you want to make sure to get them about as even as you can. And if you feel like it's a little too small, then add just a little bit more meat.
Yeah, this one might be a little bit too small, so I'm going to add just a little bit more.
We want to make sure that they're nice and even so they cook evenly. That's really important when you do meatballs. You don't want some getting all the way done and then others are still raw in the middle. So it's really important you get them pretty even.
Yep.
So we're probably going to have enough for maybe 18 or 20 meatballs. We're going to go ahead and get those all rolled out up onto this sheet and we'll get them out to the barbecue pit. See you in a few. All right, so we're all ready to go. I estimated 15 meatballs. We ended up with 17 meatballs, so not a bad guess there. It's almost like I've done this before, I guess, huh? Well, anyway, the fire's ready to go. I'm going to put 2 chunks of ash wood on there. We found that ash is a really nice wood for beef. It's not necessarily Texas style, but we really enjoy it. So we got our smoke wood on there. We're just going to go ahead and get these meatballs placed evenly around the grill. In fact, we put a piece of foil down under to catch all the drippings, just trying to keep the barbecue clean, trying to keep our pit from getting too fouled up. We're just going to spread those around, get them all nice, make sure that they have a little bit of room around each one. We're smoking these. We're smoking these kind of hot, kind of fast. That's going to get a nice crust on the outside of these meatballs, but it's still going to take 30 to 45 minutes, and it's going to allow these to get a lot of nice smoke and a lot of real good flavor. We got our ash wood. It's taken off. It's going to make lots of nice smoke. We're going to cover this up and let it go, and we'll check back in a bit.
Okay, it's time to cut our bread.
All right, so we have just a kind of a crusty French baguette. I'd rather have kind of a hoagie style, but in a pinch, this will work. It's going to have a little bit more bite to it, but it's the right flavor, the right kind of bread. So we're just going to cut that in half. We're going to make two subs. And at my old sub shop I used to work at, we used to do the old V cut on these, and it seemed to work pretty well. So we're going to do a V cut. It'll hold those meatballs in there real nice. Get our V cut going here. And just kind of open that up. Same thing on this one. V cut. Okay, there's the bread, and then we're going to load those up with our sauce and our meatballs and our cheese here in just a little bit. All right, so we've been on about 15-20 minutes. Let's just take a quick check and see what kind of temperature we're looking at here. Well, these are getting close. Really are getting close. We got 160. Oh yeah, that's done. That's done. That's done. Some of these need a couple more minutes, but for the most part, I think they're done. Yeah, they're doing really well here. So I'm just gonna cover them up for a minute and let a couple of those other ones get up to temperature, and then we'll call it good.
We're about ready to start putting together these lovely sandwiches.
All right, so we have our French bread with the V cut. We did a little pre-toast on it so that it was kind of warm in the middle. We're gonna get a little bit of our marinara sauce on there. This is just some store-bought marinara sauce, no big deal. Okay. Um, get a little bit on there like that. Okay. Because we don't want the inside of this to be dry. We're gonna get a couple of meatballs on each one. Oh, look at those guys. They look so nice. So nice. Oh man, look at that. I can't wait to dig into this. So we have our meatballs there. We're gonna get a little more sauce right on top. Oh yeah.
Lots of sauce.
Looking nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. A little more sauce. Don't want to have a dry meatball sub. And then I like provolone on mine. So I'm gonna put provolone on mine. And your cameraman, he just likes Parmesan, so we're gonna just do Parmesan on his.
You mean your cameraman, producer, editor? What other things do I
I
do?
don't know. I just don't want him getting a big head, so he's just my cameraman right now. So that's his. And another thing I like to do, get a little olive oil on the lids, a little olive oil like that. And then we're gonna get them in the toaster oven.
Salve, everyone. That is Latin for hello. And I don't know what the Latin is for hello, folks. We are going to try this meatball sub.
Oh my gosh, can you even get your mouth around that?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
What do you think? Oh, that looks awesome.
That's table slapping ish for that's good. Mm, 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 mm. Optime, optime. That's Latin for good, good, good. Wow, a lot of different languages.
Well, anything else to say before we sign out?
Well, we have a promotion going on until we have 500 subscribers, and that, and we're giving away 3 of our boards that we made, and we've already got a few contestants. So join to have a chance to get some beautiful juice groove cutting boards with our logo engraved on it.
So what do they have to do? They have to go watch the laser engraving video and
Yes.
comment on it, right?
In that video, we actually see one of the boards and how it got lasered.
All right, that sounds awesome. We'll put a link to it in the description.
Yeah. Okay, I think that'll be it, folks. And um um salve also means be well in Latin. So salve. Oh, oh gosh.
Might need that knife and fork.